Here's the thing, Sean. Joe Biden, after that press conference on Thursday, desperately needed to prove that he could string a few words together, that he wasn't reading off an auto cue. Here's a big issue, Supreme Court ruling, threat to democracy, he says. You'd think it'd take a few questions afterwards. Not a bit. They wouldn't trust him to do even that. He just shuffled off, not taking questions and not trusting himself to be unscripted. What did you make of all that?
Well, a couple things. Number one, he needed to give the media something new to talk about that could shift. And it was like clockwork tonight. The second he left the lectern there, the podium, they all said, oh, that was the Biden we knew. He's back. He just needed to give them a new talking point. They were desperate. The New York Times and CNN and needed something to say to pivot away from that disastrous performance last Thursday. So that's number one. Number two, I remember when Democrats and the media were outraged with President Trump using the White House for political acts. Tonight, he gave a primetime address and asked for television time, which is the prerogative that's only reserved pretty much for presidents, to give a full-throated attack on our judiciary and the president and his the former president, his political opponent. That's something that last cycle outraged the media and the press. And tonight they said nothing. He used his power as president and used the backdrop of the White House to do something that the media and the Democrats were outraged when President Trump did something like this. But no mention of that at all tonight. It was pretty shocking to see how quick that the tables turn. Not only that, as I said, I mean, when you attack the judiciary, apparently it's okay if you're attacking it from the left. But when folks on the right do, gosh, then democracy is under attack.
Oh, yes. Where is your respect for the rule of law? But it doesn't matter here. Just finally, Sean, something you just said, I think this is a fascinating thing, right? On Thursday, what Joe Biden's performance was so terrible. It was just undeniably terrible. He had left-wing commentators, CNN commentators, you had even Democrat officials say, oh, my God, Joe Biden has got to quit. We've got to replace Joe Biden. That's it. Game over. But since then, Jill Biden, his wife, has said, we're not going anywhere. Joe Biden says he's not going anywhere. His staff say he's not going anywhere. And in fact, they can't replace him. Technically, it's almost impossible to replace him or to knock him off. Now what you're seeing is commentators doing the reverse ferret and saying, well, Joe Biden, he's not so bad after all. He really still does have it. I mean, it's ridiculous to see. Sean Spicer, always great to talk to you.
Welcome back, Andrew. Great to see you.